Hello everyone. Today I am going to dealing with the topic performing against power, Soyinka's a dance of the forest and the end SARS movement. Here is academic information, table of content, and my research question is that how does political performance functions as a tool of resistance in Soyinka's a dance of the forest and SARS movement, and why does that resistance remains incomplete? So hypothesis is that both Soyinka's play and SARS movement uses performance as a deliberate political act to challenge existing power structures. However, in both cases, the performance is ultimately constrained by the same system it seeks to oppose, demonstrating that performance alone cannot produce structural change. Introduction is that in 1960, Wal Soyinka used theater to challenge Nigerian political power. His play Dance of the Forest was commissioned to celebrate independence, but instead exposed the corruption and self-deception of new ruling class. 60 years later, Nigerian youth used social media to do the same things. The NSRS movement of the October 2020 turned hashtag protest art and live videos into tools of political resistance against brutality. Both movements ask the same question: can performance actually challenge power, or does it always hit a wall? So what is performance as a power as a political act? So what does it performance mean in my presentation? So performance here does not only mean theater or acting. It means any deliberate public act, a speech, a protest, a play, a hashtag, or a song, a ritual that designed to communicate a political message and challenge those in power. Performance makes resistance visible. Performance builds collective identity. The NSRS movement showed how performance protest art, the Nigerian flag, the anthem song Lekki created a shared identity among young Nigerians. But performance has limits. Neither Soyinka's play nor NDRS movement produced the structural change they demanded. Soyinka's warning went unheard. SRS was renamed, not dismantled. A Dance of the Forest, Soyinka's political performance. A Dance of the Forest was written and first performed in 1960 as a part of the national celebration for the independence of Nigeria. It shows that it gatherings expose the illusion. The gathering of tribes is meant to celebrate Nigeria's glorious past and hopeful future. The play was deliberate act of resistance. Soyinka wrote the play as a warning to Nigeria and other African countries about the dangers of repeating past mistakes politically, socially, and economically. Yoruba ritual as a political weapon. So this is we know the Yoruba cultures. The play is a challenge to power. So Soyinka's theater is not entertainment. It is as a Bodian J4 writes a political act aimed at the triggering awakening of the collective national consciousness. So here are three ways the play challenges the power. So it refuses to perform the script power demands. The independence ceremony demands celebration, loyalty, and optimism. Soyinka refutes. Politicians were particularly incensed at the Soyinka's presents a portrayal of post-colonial Nigerian policies as aimless and corrupt. It uses the dead to speak what the living cannot. The dead man and dead woman are not passive victims; they are performers who insist to being heard. In a or also it connects the past failure to present corruption. Soyinka traces the past to the present to focus the dystopian future. What he depicts is dystopian past as well as dystopian present and future. The limits of Soyinka's performance. So the play challenges power, but it does not defeat it. So this Soyinka's most honest and most political gesture. He shows both necessity and limits of performance as a resistance. Here are 3 points which reflect Soyinka's performance. The play ends without resolution. There is no redemption, no victory, no clear path forward in this play. The political elites simply ignored it. This portrait is considered by many African historians to have been fairly accurate. Soyinka portrayed the government as aimless and disorganized. The politicians are as more concerned with fighting each other for power and wealth than trying to improve the country. The play proved prophetic, meaning no one listened. Events in Nigeria since 1960, including a bloody civil war, have proven Soyinka's precision in predicting the needs for national self-criticism. The and SARS performing against power and digitally. So, what is the end SARS movement? So, the spontaneous end SRS protest in Nigeria began on October 8, 2020, against the notorious special anti-robbery squad of the Federal Police Force. The behind-the-scene coordination of the protest across different regions of the world produced an organized, peaceful event in some parts of the country. how performance worked in this. So, by social media as a news state, Nigerian youth use Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, and live video to perform their resistance publicly and globally. Language, art, and symbol as a political performance. So, hashtags like End Arrest Movement, Lekki Massacre, and hashtag Soro Soke were not just information; they were a performance of collective identity. The Lekki movement, performance of resilience versus performance of state violence, where soldiers opened fire and Lekki tolls get on October 2020. Protests were singing the Nigerian national anthem, deliberate, powerful counter performance, where it hit walls. So, the same as a Soyinka, while NDRS emerged as an intersection of the political disillusionment, socio-economic hardship, and human rights violation. No evidence suggests that it was a coordinated effort to launch a new political movement. Conclusion: both Soyinka's A Dance of the Forest and the NRS movement prove that performance is powerful act of resistance, but not completely one. Soyinka exports political corruption through theater in 1960. Nigerian youth exports state brutality through social media in 2020. In both cases, the system was challenged but not changed. This confirms that hypothesis. A performance can make resistance visible, but structure power requires more than performance to break. This stage shifts from theater to Twitter, but the struggle remains unfinished. Here are references, and thank you. Now, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask.
So my question is, what is the most important limitation of performance as resistance?
So one of the most important limitation of performance as a resistance art that it does not it spread awareness towards people, but it not automatically change everything. For example, like a play, protest, or any these social media movements that spread awareness towards people, but it does not change everything, because the real power has the laws and policies and political power. So only these movements are not changed everything. We need a real law and policies to change everything. So this is one of the most important limitation of performance as a resistance.
So, Krupali, my question is, why do you compare a 1960 play to a 2020 social media movement where both are completely different things?
Yes, they both are different, but they both are different in form. But their purpose is identical, because this 1960 play and 2020 this SRS movement, their aim is same. They want a political change in their nation or in their state. So their aim is similar, and they want change. So this I connect these both. Okay, thank you.